Hello, it's Fred from the Laptop Barn. Our video today is going to discuss a problem that we've seen with not being able to get a battery to charge in certain model HP Elitebook laptops. The model I'm showing here today and the one that we've had a problem with is the G1 820 series, but it's purported to be a problem in more than one model of HP. The problem is that the battery says that it's charging but never gets a charge. What appears as the problem is actually a software issue. So we're going to walk you through a couple of quick steps to try to solve the problem, if indeed the problem is the software. Now of course your problem could be that you got a bad battery, but if it's a software and this is just a real quick process, we would recommend you try this just to make sure you're not buying a new battery when you didn't need to. Okay, a lot of times what you'll see is this message in the lower right hand corner that says 0% available battery charged, plugged in and charging, but in reality it's not charging because the battery never gets more than 0% life. So to fix this problem, a couple of quick steps. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is go in and remove the battery driver. You go down to the lower left hand corner start button, click with the left mouse, go to control panel, and then hardware and sound, and then device manager. In the device manager, which is describing all of the hardware that's in your computer, the very first choice is batteries. Click on the little symbol next to batteries. The second driver, it's labeled Microsoft ACPI compliant control method battery. What we want to do is remove that. So highlight it, right mouse click, uninstall. Hit OK, and the driver's removed. Now what we're going to do is the next step is we're going to do a few things and allow the laptop to restart, and when it restarts it will reload that driver in the correct manner. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is shut down the laptop. Once it powers off, we are going to disconnect the power and remove the battery. So the laptop is going to shut down. Give it just a second here. And then it shuts down, and we're going to remove the AC adapter. Okay, now we're going to physically remove the battery. And on this particular model, it's real simple, no tools required. Just turn the laptop over. There's a latch right here, slides to the right. You'll see red. That means it's unhinged. Push it down and pull off the back plate. The battery is held by two latching mechanisms. If you pull them down, then you can see red in both areas. There's a tab on the battery to assist you in removing it. Pull the battery out. Now, before we put the battery back in and put the power back on, one additional procedure we're going to do. While the battery's out and no power is plugged in, we are going to hold down the power button for 60 seconds. This allows any residual charge on any of the circuits in the laptop to be released. Hold that for 60 seconds. I'm going to only hold it for a few in this video. Once the 60 seconds is up, reassemble the battery by simply putting it back in. Put it right back in place just like you removed it. Flip the tabs up. It locks it in place. Put the back cover back on. goes down and just snaps right into place. Quite get it in there. And then push the latch over to latch it. And we're good to go. Okay, now we're going to plug the power back in. I allowed this to charge for a little bit just to show that it's got a charge. That's the whole procedure. And in many cases, that'll solve the problem. Again, if you really do have a bad battery, this isn't going to solve the problem. But if that software was an issue, then this will fix many problems. And now we'll go back to the device manager. Start button, control panel, hardware and sound, device manager, and you can see under batteries the driver is back in and should be working properly. If we look down at my battery charge, it's up to 80% now, plugged in and charging. So once again, this will solve a lot of times problems with batteries that don't appear to be charging by simply removing the battery charge driver and reinstalling it at Windows startup. Again, if you like this video, please comment below. I'd like to have you subscribe. As you're probably aware, YouTube has changed their rules. They got to have 1,000 subscribers in order to get the benefits of advertising. So please subscribe to our channel. That'll allow you to get an email every time we add a new one. We're one of the largest sellers of used electronics on eBay, and we put out a lot of helpful tips as we find needs from our customers to have those tips. So please subscribe. Thanks again for watching.